Alright guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. So, I've got some questions and comments asking about Alaska Prepper. Alright guys, so last Friday, a week ago, I called Alaska Prepper up to see how he's doing and everything else. Everyone's been asking me about it. I spoke to Rudy, alright, and he's just taking some time off. Alright guys, he'll be back. I want to go ahead and clarify, he'll be back, guys. He's not in YouTube jail or anything else. He just needed some time. Fact is, a lot of people don't understand, being a YouTube creator full-time, it takes a lot out of you. It does. And people think it's easy. It's not. When you're trying to edit, clip in, chase news article, follow up on news. Last few months, Alaska Prepper's been putting out 3-4 videos a day, just as hard as he could go, and it takes its toll. It really does. All right. So to let everybody know, he's fine. Everything's fine. He's coming back in a couple weeks. So to his community members that are over here asking me these questions, he's coming back. His last live stream, he announced that he was going to take some time off. Okay. So that's what he's doing, just taking some time off. So yeah, guys, everything's fine. He'll be back. I just want to go ahead and clarify that because I've had a lot of people emailing me and sending me messages, and that's good. I'm glad people are worried and concerned. Absolutely. AP Alaska Prepper is a great guy. Okay. But everything's okay. Now, for here on the channel, guys, I have been tardy. I'm working full time again. I'm working the shipyards, so the weekend's about the only time I get the video. So I'm trying to balance everything, because the fact is, after my long day of work, when I come home, get my workout in, it's about time to go to bed. Yeah, I'm going to bed by 8 p.m. so I can wake up at 4 a.m. Yeah. So I don't have much time during the weekday. The weekends, I try to produce a video for everybody. Of course, we're affiliated with a lot of companies. I get a lot of new products in all the time. They like to see my review because I actually test things out. And we've got a lot of those coming up as well, but I try to space them out as much as possible. And we've got a lot of products we got to go over. Now, with all reviews, you don't have to purchase anything. It's just a product I'm able to do a review on, and then you get to make a decision on if it's something that you're interested in doing or not. That's it. For those that get all bent out of shape, oh no, he's trying to sell us something. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to show you the product. But we do have sponsors now, not just affiliate programs. Yep. We made it as a YouTube channel that we actually have sponsorship programs now, which is pretty awesome. It really is. So those will be coming in. They'll be clipping in little video commercials, basically. You know, I'll be starring my own commercial. Yeah. All right. Crafty Veteran, one of our members, and also one of the guys that also took the Pathfinder course. He's the one that told me about Kevlar Joe. It's actually really good coffee. So if you guys know me, I drink a lot of coffee. All right. So with my work, guys, wasn't really sure what my position was and anything else. I pretty much whatever. Like I said, I think I was being groomed for a fitter, and that's what it is. So I am fitting, which is okay. I mean, I've done fabrication work for several years. With any job site that you go to, you always have to learn how they do things, how they want it done there. So it's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's always been that way, no matter what shop or what yard I ever went to. It's always been, you do it how they want it done, you nod your head, and you do it how they want it done. All right. If they come up and ask you what you think, then you say, well, I would have done it this way. So no big deal. I don't think I'm going to be doing any major welding. Looks like I'm pretty much just going to be a fitter. Little disheartening. It is. I've been welding since I was 17 when I went to welding school. 44 now. Yeah. Got a lot of certifications. But those certifications expire over time. You just have to retest and things. I love welding. Always have. Fitting. I'm still working with steel. I get to bang on steel, which makes me feel really good. It does. I love being back on steel. I do. It's just something about creating something. It's freaking awesome. So there should be a pop-up. There should have been some photos and stuff. Some of the work I'm doing right now. We're building a tug from ground up. Me and another fitter I work with. Of course, we have a couple of welders that we're working with. I work with a great crew. You can't ask for anything better than that, to actually work with a bunch of guys that you actually enjoy being around. So I work some jobs I could not stand my fellow employees. This one here, it's great. Actually, I get along good with everybody. Of course, I'm not my personality here. I'm rough, gruff, and I run out a bunch of crap when I'm at work. That's just the way I am. I'm a welder. I'm an iron worker. Yeah. So, if a guy gets catcalled by me, it's just one of those things. It happens. Yeah, welders, all right? Can't take them anywhere. Now for information on our build. I completed the subframe, the subflooring today. Today's Saturday. I went after work, went back to Home Depot, picked up another 20 2x4s, I think it was. So subframe's done. I'm gonna just get it in position, get the foundation exactly the way I want it. I got it sitting on center blocks right now, just so I can visually see it and get it off the waviness of the ground. Get some footers put in, make some pilings, get it up off the ground. I am going to wait on the septic tank for it. We're going to take an RV septic tank, a 30-gallon, put in the bathroom section. I'm going to wait for that until I get my plywood down, because I don't really know where we're going to put the toilet just yet. So, saves on piping nightmare. So I'm going to do all that. Get the walls up, everything. We were just going to put a metal shed, combine two, and do that, frame up the inside. And I did some figuring up with a calculator. Don't worry. And it's actually cheaper by a couple $100 if I just frame it up like a house and then put siding, metal siding, all the way around and on the roof. Insulate it up, everything. It's actually cheaper and saves me a lot of money, and it's more durable, more sturdy, if I do it myself that way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to put 1 foot pitch down it over a 12-foot span. So it's just a lean roof on one side. That's where we'll put all the solar panels and stuff. I might make an adjacent section. So we have all our solar batteries and everything built onto the house, but not directly in the living quarters. That is still being drafted out right now. I'm still laying things out, drawing it out, measuring it out. Good times. And trust me, you want to make sure you measure everything, or you'll cut 3 2x4s about a foot short. Don't know how that happened, but it did. And it was okay because I was able to use those for cross braces. So, no big deal there. Yeah, guys, everything that's going on right now, I saw the news and stuff with Vladimir Putin being accused of war crimes, and now he's got warrants out for his arrest and things like that by the international courts. I don't see anything happening on that as far as the president of Russia being arrested. I don't see that happening. All it is that he's got to stay out of certain countries or the possibility of being arrested. And the fact is, no one's going to arrest him because they don't want Russia attacking them. So that's not going to happen. It's just take it for a grain of salt on that, guys. I don't see nothing ever happening on that. I am seeing the stuff with North Korea with their missile systems claiming that they could hit the innermost part of the United States in like 33 minutes. It's possible. I mean, hypersonic missile systems and stuff like that. It's possible. But there's nothing me and you can do to change that. I want people to understand that. All right? I watch the news from other YouTubers and I chase down other news. I need that information to prepare on because I don't have time to sit down and scour the internet and scour the news. Okay? So when I get the information, I try to cross-reference as much as possible, but I'm listening to what's being said, and I check and make sure my preps are accordingly to that threat. Don't have to freak out. You know, I see people all the time, oh my God, this is going to happen, you know, right in my comment section. I tell everybody, day at a time, keep prepping. We cannot change what North Korea does. We cannot change what Russia does, China. We can't. Not you, not me, right? All we can do is have our family prepared as much as possible, okay? You know, I've got a lot of family right here in my area, right? Some are preppers, some are not. But they know that I'm preparing as much as I can, not just for my immediate family right here in my household. That way when things go down, my cousins, my family can come close. And I know there's a lot of people that get upset over that. You know, well, my family wouldn't help prep, so they're just screwed. That's up to you. That's entirely up to you. I know when it comes down to that scenario, I would love to have family that I know and I can trust to hand off a defensive tool and say, watch my back, compared to some a-hole that I don't know that comes rolling in with his own defensive tools. Oh yeah, I'm here to join you. I don't know you. Now there are some family members that will stab you in the back. There are, of course. That's your moral compass on that. Those type of family members I veer from. I don't mess with. Because I know how they are. I know them. Well, some stranger comes up during the SHTF moment with some supplies and say, hey man, I'm here to join you. I'm like-minded. I don't know you. That's it. I could be wrong in that department, or I could be spot on. All you guys really need to do focusing is putting food and supplies back. A little bit at a time if you have to. I'm seeing the things with the banks and everything, and I'm watching gold and silver move. Gold's almost $2,000 an ounce. Silver's over $22 an ounce. All right, I've seen silver higher, and I've seen gold higher. Okay, we stock up on gold and silver when it's possible. But I make sure we get our food preps, our water filtration, our medical, all these other things first. You got to make sure that you sustain your life before you worry about these other type of finances. Do I believe we will eventually have an economic collapse? Yeah, I do. I do. Of course I do. Do I know when? I'm a prepper, not a seer. I do not see into the future. I look at what's going on. I look at history and look at the correlation between what has happened with fiat currency. With every civilization, it's always collapsed. So why is ours special? It's not. And for those that are hardcore silver stackers, gold stackers, you know what I'm speaking on. You already know I'm speaking this, and you already know it. You do. That's why you stack heavy on this stuff. I see the comments all the time. I would never trade you anything for your gold and silver, blah, blah, blah. I want you guys to understand something, because sometimes it might help if I explain a little bit more to y'all. You know, when cash devalues, all right, devalues, whatever you have in savings, that devalues too. Your net worth drops massively. Gold and silver doesn't do that. You can always take your gold and silver to exchange for whatever the currency is, if necessary. Or if the dollar completely collapses, you need some form of currency to pay your rent. All right, back to this, if the economy collapses, there's going to be commerce for food, for fuel, for rent. You don't think your landlord's not going to come to your house just because the economic collapse has happened? Maybe I should remind everybody about the Great Depression. Farmers, people, homeowners lost their homes. due to bank loans and can't pay rent. The economics was destroyed. But people are still getting pushed out of their homes because they couldn't pay for it. That will happen again. Gold and silver is a way of moving that. Now, I know there's plenty of people that will sit there and say, well, the government confiscated gold and all this other stuff. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm not saying go put it on Front Street and let everybody know that you have it. Sure, I'm on YouTube. I show things. I want to show you what I want you to see. I don't show you exactly how much we have. I don't show you exactly how much food we have. I don't show you where we put this stuff. At all. This is why I always say space out your preps. You know, don't keep it all in one basket. Always move that stuff around. Rotate that stock out. Anyway, guys, I've got to get back to work. My weekends, I'm still working. This is what I try to encourage people. You know, I see the comments all the time. I keep on looking away because I'm trying to collect my thoughts. I'm really exhausted. That's probably why I cut those 2x4s wrong. It's all I can do to even buy groceries. Yeah, I've been saying it for 4 years that you need to be stocking up food. Food prices are going to get ridiculous. But you know what? All through my life, I've had hardship. Nothing's been given to me. I've had to work hard for it. Nothing's ever been given to me. I never won some massive amounts of things, stuff like that. Anytime I've got into a situation where I'm barely making it by, I've always found a way to make extra income. Working another job. You know, here on YouTube, I make so much by the views. It's not subscribers. People get so bent out of shape about that. It's usually people, I don't know what, mean mugging or something like that. You don't get paid by how many subscribers you got. It's how many views you get per video. Okay? It's like, you know, whatever your CPM is. I don't know what mine is because I haven't been filming much. But let's say $12 per 1,000. So if I get 2,000 views on a video, I made $24. A lot of people like to mean mug and talk crap about YouTube creators about how much money they make and all this other stuff. You really don't know unless you're an actual YouTube creator. Again, everybody's CPM is different. I know some people that their genre on YouTube, they're making like $8 per 1,000. Just depends on the algorithm. The algor got no rhythm. Yeah. This is why I'm working another job. I have more preps I want to establish, get set up. I've got people in my group that we're trying to prepare differently on. We want to be able to put in place observation posts if necessary. We want to have different type of equipment for different type of scenarios. That's why I'm working these hours. This is why I'm working these other jobs. I still turn a wrench for extra money right in my yard. Brake change, oil change, YouTube, shipyard. Am I exhausted? Yeah. It's called prepping. I'm prepping right now to get everything dead nuts in line for what's coming. Is it hard? Yes. Life is hard. So hopefully that encourage as many people as possible. I'm trying to watch how I say this because, you know, when I read comments like that, must be nice. I actually had one. Must be nice to know how to weld. So I went to welding school. It cost me money. I had to learn how to do it correctly, not just what they show in welding school, actual field work. Put my body through pure hell doing this type of stuff. So yeah, it must be nice that someone just gave me the knowledge, gave me the training, and gave me the skill set, which takes a lot of practice, a lot of rod burning to do. So it must be nice. Must be nice to have stacks of food. It is. The amount of sacrifice I have created. My wife and I have been living out of a 6x12 cargo trailer for, 3 years now? Scrounging money, scraping money, putting food back. So, until you're in that situation, while you're sitting there in your home, drawing EBT, drawing Section 8 housing and tell me must be nice, I'm busting my ass to make it happen. So, that probably will tick up plenty of people. That's fine. It's facts. It's life. Oh, facts of life. Alright, guys. Speak to y'all later.